ABML Morning Update. World grapples with Iran choke. Global markets. US equity markets closed sharply lower on Friday amid heightened geopolitical volatility, with the S&P 500 declining 1.51%, while the Nasdaq Composite dropped 2.01% and Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.96%. Market sentiment was heavily pressured by escalating tensions in West Asia as continued military exchanges and attacks on critical energy infrastructure drove crude prices sharply higher, with Brent crude peaking above $113 per barrel and settling at $112.19, up 3.26%, while WTI crude rose 2.27% to $98.32. Additional downside was triggered after Iraq declared force majeure on key oil fields, intensifying supply concerns and amplifying inflationary risks. Rising energy prices, coupled with fears that the Federal Reserve may delay rate cuts, pushed Treasury yields higher and weighed on equity valuations, particularly in growth and rate-sensitive sectors. European equities reversed early gains, with the Stoxx 600 closing 1.78% lower and all regional bosses in negative territory as rising oil prices and cautious central bank signals weighed on sentiment. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a positive note on March 20th. At close, the Sensex was up 0.44% at 74,533 and Nifty was up 0.49% at 23,115. GIFT Nifty trades lower by 330 points at 22,803, signaling a negative start to the trading session. India has moved swiftly to stabilize fuel availability amid the ongoing gas supply disruption by increasing the allocation of domestic gas for commercial LPG to 50% of pre-crisis levels in a bid to cushion critical sectors from supply shocks. The decision comes as industries reliant on commercial LPG, including hospitality, food services, and small manufacturing, face mounting pressure from tightening supply and elevated input costs. By prioritizing commercial usage, the government aims to ensure continuity in high-frequency consumption segments that are vital to urban economic activity and employment generation. However, reallocation implicitly tightens availability for other segments, highlighting the trade-offs in managing constrained domestic gas supplies during periods of geopolitical stress. The move is expected to moderate near-term price volatility, preventing deeper disruption across downstream sectors, even as demand remains firm. It underscores India's calibrated approach to energy management, balancing supply constraints with economic continuity in a volatile global environment. Focus for the day: US GDP. Key corporate developments/policy actions. Sona BLW Precision Forgings announced a 62.2 crore rupees capex plan for SY27 to expand gear capacity by approximately 4.1 million units, aimed at meeting rising customer demand in its driveline business. Divis Laboratories received draft tax assessment order proposing 570 crore rupees income additions for FY23 with potential tax liability. Sun Pharmaceutical Industries, Zydus Life Sciences, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, and Glenmark Pharmaceuticals simultaneously announced launches of semaglutide (GLP-1) therapies in India following patent expiry, with aggressive pricing led by low-cost vial-based offerings and differentiated delivery formats expected to significantly expand access across diabetes and obesity care. Dr. Reddy's marked the segment's first DCGI-approved generic semaglutide entry, Obeda, setting the stage for intensified competition and volume-led market growth. Tata Steel commissioned India's first scrap-based electric arc furnace, EAF, plant in Ludhiana, with an investment of approximately 3,200 crore rupees, marking a strategic shift towards low-carbon steel making with long-term cost and valuation benefits. Fund flow. FII sold shares worth 55.18 billion rupees, while DII bought for 57.06 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.